Open Safe House 6.
Welcome to the Townsend Agency. I run a covert group of exceptional women. So you guys are like lady spies.
The first thing that really struck out to me as I was watching Charlie's Angels was the fact that the three of you were strangers. You weren't like besties who'd been working together for a decade. Can you speak to that dynamic? Was that an exciting part of the process for you?
Sometimes it takes a minute to know why you support, to just sort of blindly support women, empower women. It's like, that seems like a story that's being told from a perspective that's servicing the sort of topical popularity of that notion, whereas in this case, it's like, when you finally earn your crew and really find your home within a group, it feels so good. I'd rather almost be let into that experience rather than just feeling like, oh, they're best friends and I'm not. The fact that you kind of go through that experience with them is fun because it's like you get to see inception. The first thing I ask anyone when they're like either a couple or best friends is like, where'd you guys meet? How'd you meet? And that's the most fun story to me.
Yeah, I thought that the new generation of people coming to this movie for the first time needed a reintroduction to Charlie's Angels. And I really wanted to do away with the, they show up on a couch, braiding, good morning, Charlie. I just felt like we actually had the opportunity to tell a real origin story for these three women and bring them together over the course of the film. And I loved that idea. I loved the idea of telling Elena's story about how she turned to women that believed her, supported her, that there were these other two angels that kind of didn't know their place in the world yet. One is kind of searching for her family in Sabina, and Jane thinks she can do everything herself, which is totally something women do, especially professional women that work in a man's world. They think they're the only one, and And so I just felt like this was a way to talk about how women working together always makes them stronger.
The best part isn't taking down international criminals. It's you guys.
Kristen, I found your character to be really a scene stealer, and I just kind of love how you were constantly kind of taking the piss out of serious situations.
Yes.
Was that a fun part of the gig for you?
No. Yeah, of course. No, I'm always trying to
We were just talking about how she ad-libbed a lot, and it was like you were let off your leash.
Yeah.
And she was constantly throughout the scene throwing things. And that's the thing, a lot of her one-liners, that's her, that's her coming up with it, and that's what made them so perfect as well, because they were very authentic to her and Kristen and her humor and her sensibilities.
And I would never have been able to do that unless I had two people that I genuinely responded to. They were always doing something that I was like, whoa, now I know what to say. I could never have done that by myself.
I also have to talk about the wiggery. The wigs of the movie.
I
was very excited.
Wiggery. I was like
You can take that one home.
Yeah, wiggery. I enjoy that.
I loved all the wig chat, but I have to address the elephant in the room, which is that you guys looked too good when you took off the hair. How do you feel like you were spending your
you mean the wig? When
once
we
you
took
it
off
off,
the wig?
you guys looked real good. You didn't have messy wig hair very much.
I agree. It was too nice. Yeah. Yes, I agree.
It's Charlie's Angels.
It's Charlie's Angels.
Kristen, when she takes it off, just kind of messes up her hair. I mean, that's her hair.
Yeah.
So I guess her hair is messy on purpose.
Totally.
It's funny, every time Liz was answering questions about how do you feel about objectifying women or making it seem superficial about the looks? It's show me one woman that doesn't want to be yeah, I look fly.
Right.
I feel beautiful right now. That's also something that's cool to really own. So yeah, damn right we did our hair a little bit before we took the wigs off.
We're still in the first closet.
There's another closet.
Another thing that really stuck out to me was obviously there's lots of really exciting action in this one, but it doesn't just feel like guns forever, guns, so much guns. Did it feel like you were doing a different type of action working on it?
It was, Elizabeth Banks from the beginning said that she wanted women to fight smarter and not harder. And from that, we all trained. We all had our time in the stunt room, and we all got to a really fun, fit place. And then equally with the action sequences, it wasn't just big, tropey fighting for the purpose of fighting. It was all...
We weren't shooting guns into crowds of faceless
people.
goons.
Yeah, it was...
Every bullet
was accounted for. Yeah.
You had some really exciting cameos, mostly appearing kind of at the very beginning and at the tail end of the movie.
Yeah.
Was there any temptation during the process to pepper in more during the runtime, or any ideas that you decided, nah, maybe not so much this time?
No, I wanted there to be like little seeds of a setup that the world that you were going to watch was actually bigger than you realize. And I hope at the end of the movie what you realize is like this story of Elena and these two angels that she interacts with are part of this much larger universe of angels worldwide, and that one of the themes of the whole movie is a legacy, right? It's like we streamlined the timeline of Charlie's Angels. Like we said, we take it all into account. Like, so 1976 to right now, this is what's been going on. It all happened. It's all real. And now there's angels everywhere, and you could be one of them, and the woman next to you could be one of them.
How'd that feel? Because it looked like it felt really good.
That felt nice.
We in it together, but don't call me angel.